Naomi's so nutty, she really thinks her alibi is going to hold up, even when her son don't like her. Bridget's character needs to quickly develop because she's starting to become my least favorite. And that's saying a lot, being that Geneva is just... And speaking of Geneva, Lord knows she has some nerves to be crashing out over Javon and crashing out over William. But you know what? I can't lie. After seeing her jump over that couch like a 5-star athlete, I can't do nothing but say, come here, Geneva. Come get your baddie chain. Let's talk about it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. Hey, y'all. Hey. So as you already read the title down below, I am recapping season 1, episode 14 of Tyler Perry's Divorced Sistas. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that notification bell for all the things. Yes, all the things. But anyways, getting into the episode, Lord knows I can't believe the mess and stress this show has me going through. Okay? But then again, this is Tyler, so it actually makes sense. So as y'all know, we are now on the scene where Hakeem has a gun pointed at Naomi's ex-husband Franklin's head. But once Hakeem dragged out pulling the trigger, letting Franklin talk down on Naomi and let him, get a drink, I immediately said, oh, he's going to let him live and get the money from him instead, because Naomi was already moving weird and had this boy feeling, uneasy about trusting her, and this just sealed the deal. But that's what Naomi get, because she could have been living her best life on somebody's beach with a whole new fine man, but she wants to be, stuck up on Franklin and all the things he got going on, who she claims is the devil. But hell, she ain't too far behind, so this is her karma. Karma. And it's the fact that Naomi moves are so predictable that Franklin called out the entire plan she put in motion. Like, girl, you can't even put out a hit because your evil ways are so easy to detect. So at this point, give it up, okay? It's the fact that Franklin knew she told Hakeem about the story of, him allegedly sexually assaulting the son and hitting on her. So to me, that means she has either told this story to others before or told it to the courts. But honestly, she probably done put out a hit on Franklin before. And we just don't know about it. And it probably failed then how it's about to fail now. But her crazy ass keep trying. So she just truly a nutcase. I mean, please, Naomi, please. Now, what got me doing this whole scene was Franklin bringing up Naomi pouring hot coffee on his new wife. But sir, we don't care about the new wife. Yes, Naomi is crazy and wrong for putting the hit out on you. And to be honest, if she wasn't so crazy, I probably would be okay with her doing it. But please do not get it twisted. We do not feel sorry for you or this new white wife you got. Like, at all. Okay? But like I said, I already knew Hakeem didn't go through with the job because when Franklin told him to go ahead and do it, we didn't see a trigger pull, hear a gunshot, see a burst of blood, nothing to even make us assume, he knocked old boy Franklin off, So moving on, we get into Bridget. And Lord knows I am tired of her. I am so tired of Bridget. I really want them to better develop her story because she is getting overlooked and adding nothing to the show so far. It's like she's just, there. She's just there, which is wild to me because I thought she was going to have the most drama. So that's crazy to me and they need to do better. But anyways, she is home relaxing and guess who pops up again? This damn child boyfriend of hers, Vaughn. Now I can't lie. It was so funny seeing him pop up because, sir, why are you here? And why are you moving around thinking everything is cool and sweet between us after all the chaos you have created? Get out! Get out of my house! And Vaughn is so funny because he was really taking off his clothes, getting comfortable, talking about he's scared the police is going to arrest him. And Bridget finally told him the charges would be dropped if he give Calvin, that's his name, Calvin. Yeah, Calvin his keys back. And this fool had the nerves to give up a sound of relief. A sound of relief, like, only to realize he still don't know where he put the damn key at. But come to find out, the key was in Bridget's dirty hamper, and he only found out because Bridget had to talk to him like a child and tell him to retrace his steps. Where did you last leave? Where did you put your clothes? Where did you do? Like, literally had to go step by step with him, only for him to figure out, oh, I left my clothes in your hamper. Oh, the key was in the hamper. Like, come on, huh? Listen, at this point, I am just tired. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of Bridget dealing with him because it does not make sense. She's a pretty girl. She has a good job. It seems like other guys like her. So I'm not understanding her attraction to this boy who is clearly so lost with and without her. Just a true lost cause. I really need the writers to make this relationship make sense to me. I feel like they are so busy with everyone else's storyline that Bridget is getting tossed to the side. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. We need to know how this happened, why this happened, and why she feels she's not good enough for more than, this man boy. But I must applaud her. I must applaud her because after she got the key from Bun, she finally kicked him out. Now, if he stays out and stays away, we shall see. But for now, I'll give her a clap or two for putting her foot down. So, back to Mama's house, Bun goes. Now, moving on to the real mess of the show, that damn Geneva. So finally, everyone has made it to Pastor Jeff and Rashida's house so William can finally get the closure he needs from Geneva. And to be honest, y'all, I'm on whatever William on. If William want to go to war, I'm going to war with Neva. I'm going to war with William because Geneva is dead nasty and dead wrong. And she knows she is. And then she has the audacity to walk around everyone huffing and puffing, mad at the world, as if she isn't the cause of the chaos with her husband and her friends. The nerves of her. Honestly, truly. But you know what? I have to give props to Kadeem for doing a good job with this role because I cannot stand Geneva. And that means the part is being played well. So 10s across the board. 10s, baby. I give it to you, Kadeem. But anyways, getting into what's important, this whole scene with William, Geneva, Rashida, and Pastor Jeff, which is just irritating my soul. Mainly because Pastor Jeff was, trying to do this whole kumbaya thing with William, getting him to say all good things and nice things about his love for his wife and X, Y, and Z. And I get that, he's a pastor / therapist for most people, and it's his job to be the light and the positivity for, people when they're, down in the dark or down in a dark spot or dark place. But he didn't have to be in a position of being willfully obtuse to the situation that's going on right in front of him. That's what I think I didn't like, because it was so obvious who was in the wrong in the relationship. I just felt like he didn't have to, beat around the bush as William is giving his why and saying, the hard part out loud. The part that, Geneva is desperately trying to hide while she's sitting off to the side with those fake tears and puppy dog face expressions. Also, I don't get why it has to be William to do all the talking at first. I get that he was okay speaking his piece first, but at some point, Pastor should have, switched to Geneva and have her talk. She's the damn problem, not William. So why couldn't, she be in a hot seat? I just feel like, she was let off real easily. Like, they let her off too easy, in my opinion. It just got her in the corner. Puppy dog eyes, fake tears, so worried, so stressed. Oh, girl, please. But before I move on, I just want to give a round of applause also to, I think his name Ron Rico. We just gonna call him Ron for right now. I think it's Ron something. All I know is he is playing the hell out of William. It's like I feel every emotion, pain, heart, deceit, everything he's pushing out through the screen. His face, his tone, his timing. 10 out of 10. Get this man an Oscar. Give it to him right now, because he is doing the damn thing, okay? I love it. I also love how, he is calling BS on everything, and he even called out Rashida for holding down Geneva and all her lies, even though it was, eating her alive on the inside. to be honest, I thought at some point Rashida was going to give up the tea because she said she was since Geneva kept lying. But at some point, Geneva finally put it all on the table, telling him, that's not that Anika, that he isn't the father to Onika and she slept with someone else. But the only thing she didn't tell him was who the man was. Baby girl said she's going to take that to the grave until she knows for sure she can be with him. Now, she didn't say that, but I know that's what she's thinking, which is why she didn't want to say Javon's name and give that up to William. And to be honest, I think she would have kept up with the lies. I don't think she would have ever told him. I think the only reason she told him is because she was hearing, William say all the good things about her smile and his love for her, and Rashida and the Pastor Jeff over there smiling and laughing and feeling, butterflies as he's telling his story about how they met and being at the hospital and her hitting him with the bike and all those things. I honestly and truly believe that made Geneva's skin crawl. I think she really hated hearing that. And it wasn't making her feel some type of way. And then, I'm not going to say it. Okay. It was making her feel some type of way. It just wasn't the good way like Pastor Jeff expected. It was probably over there making her cringe and she was just in disgust. Discuss hearing it, and that's the real reason she told him that Anika's not his child. She just wanted a reason to get away from him because all the things he was saying was a reminder to her that she don't like that man. So she needed the truth to set her free. Those are my thoughts, but y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. She crazy, y'all. She crazy. So after we see all that, we get into Grayson and his little white girlfriend checking in on his dad because he felt like something was off, being that his mama, Naomi, was in town. And boy, one thing about Grayson, he loved his daddy real bad, okay? And Franklin better be lucky he does because Grayson spotted that someone was sneaking into the house and automatically knew his mama did it. His mama got some parts of this man sneaking into my daddy's house. Like, you can't tell Grayson nothing about his daddy when it comes to his mama. Or you just can't tell him. So he went to Naomi's room to confront her since, they still in town. He know what her hotel is. And he clocked her, basically letting her know that I know you have something to do with whoever this man is trying to go into my dad's house. And you wanted to come here for an alibi, which is true, which is why she did visit him. Now listen, Grayson is so far gone. And I'm going to keep saying this. He is so far gone with his dad that even if Naomi wasn't putting the head out on Franklin, I think Grayson would still blame his mom. That's how hard he's going to ride for his dad. And he is riding for his dad. Baby, if they put Grayson on the stand, I just know he's going to punt to his mother and say, Your Honor, it's her. My mom, she's guilty. She did it. She did it. She did it. Even with no evidence, he just automatically going to know and assume and point it out to the judge that she is the problem and she did it. Whatever happened to my dad, it was my mom's fault. It was my mom's fault. But Naomi is so mean and nonchalant with the boy. So I kind of get it. And she's not making, things any better for her situation. So yeah, it is what it is. Then we get back at Bridget's house and Calvin shows up to get his key. And child, Calvin around here trying to make it seem like he's this good guy and he wants Bridget and he's the type of guy that she needs. But whole time he's a man whore. He's a man whore. And I feel like Bridget knew that, which is why she wasn't feeling him. Now, he did try to make it seem like it's because he's the older guy, which is why she didn't want him. And to be honest, that was funny as hell because one would think that. But nah, Calvin, you just ain't because how you in the process of getting a divorce and already scoping out the next woman or women you want? Boy, bye. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody and you damn sure ain't fooling Bridget. So while Bridget is in the process of kicking out yet another no good man from her house, his wife bursts into her home talking crazy, talking wild, trying to fight Bridget and throwing all her stuff around the house. And I was so pissed at this. Like literally, I was fuming. I was pissed because I feel like they should have had Bridget beat the dog out of this man's wife. Like, she should have dogged her dirty and then called her friends and let them know, like, hey, come help me jump her. I already beat her ass, but I want y'all to come here and beat her ass some up. Cause what? Don't play at me. Don't come in my house like, girl, are you dumb? And it's the fact that the wife was talking about, oh, this the one you've been called. Oh, this the one who been calling my house. Like, lady, what? Get the out of my house and go find you someone else to play with. Like, huh? Jesus, I'm just so mad they keep letting Bridget get done dirty. And I do low-key feel bad for her, but at this point, it's time for her to step it up. It's that time. Like, everybody else got it going on with their storylines, and just say, like, period, Bridget, it's your time. Like, please give her more. Also, she needs to go and get a damn gun and cameras for her house, because people just keep coming into her place. And it's just easily. Like, they keep coming into her house easily. Jesus. So moving on from that, we see that Hakeem finally calls Naomi to let her know that he did the job on Franklin and that he wants his money now. But Naomi is not going for that. She is not going for that. She told him, until I get confirmation on the news or something on the internet, like something, you are not getting anything. And he gets mad thinking she's playing games with him, which he was already feeling that way. But when Franklin was talking, I feel like Franklin even enhanced his, his worry about Naomi. So that was already going to be a problem. But anyways, like I said, he's mad thinking she's playing games with him, which Naomi probably is. But my thing is, why would you assume I'm going to give you millions of dollars because you said you did something? Baby, it does not work like that. Are you dumb? And like I told y'all earlier, I believe Naomi tried to put a hit out on Franklin before and it didn't work out in her favor. So this time she is probably, moving extra cautious. Also, wasn't Hakeem supposed to have the phone on, have the phone on FaceTime or have the phone on record or something while he was doing the job anyway, so he can have evidence and proof? Because that was something she asked him to do. Did he even do that? He said he had proof when he was talking to her. But where is the proof? We need to see the proof, because I ain't heard a gunshot and I ain't seen nothing happen. So I don't believe he did the job. So even with me saying all that, he did tell her that, he had confirmation. Now, what the confirmation is and was, we don't know. And he was like, he's going to come to the house and show her. And she was like, she's not there. But what she should have been saying and should have been telling him was, if you just did a hit for me, why would I have you come to my house, idiot? At this point, they both are moving sloppy, and Naomi really believes she is moving smart and slick, but she's really not. Now, moving on from that, we see that William walked his ass all the way back to the restaurant they were, they were at earlier, where Tiffany's husband, John, is a bartender. So he's, hooking him up with drinks or whatnot. And then William see, this pretty girl sitting at the bar who is obviously a hooker looking for a guy to spinach, or whatever your mind said. So John tells William, like, nah, leave her alone. You don't want those problems. But William definitely wants those problems. He's drunk. He's about to get a divorce. He realized he's childless. Baby, he has nothing to lose. And all he wants to do is get him some after being so loyal to his cheating wife for so long. So William wasted no time telling the girl he want her, even after she told him her price was like $1,500. Baby, William looked at her like, baby, that's light work. And they had it on out. Light work. And she like, okay, come on. So while all that is going on, Tiffany finally comes to her senses with Javon, basically telling him that, things are moving too fast, which they were. Because if we were to look past all the things he have going on with Geneva, Javon would be considered a good guy, saying all the right things, doing all the right things, and would be a total catch. I'm not going to take that away from him. Everything he's doing is what he should be doing and what every girl should be looking for. So he will be great for Tiffany. But still, they would be moving too fast. So she's not wrong for letting him know that and, trying to slow down a little bit. But hell, at this point, you done had unprotected sex with the man. You already went full speed, baby. You already done did the do. So I don't know. It's too back and forth, flip floppy. She a little confused. So hopefully she figures that out. And speaking of the unprotected sex situation, they never showed us or told us if she went and got a plan B in the morning. So I want to know where they are about to go or take us with that whole storyline, because I just know it's about to be some mess. I just know it, because she did not get a plan B. She ain't do nothing to get whatever's in her up out of her. If something is even in her, we don't know for sure, but they made the assumption. So, baby, what is the pill? Hello? So anyways, Tiffany tells Javon he got to go. even though she doesn't want him to leave. And Lord knows he is playing his part well, because Tiffany is falling. No, Tiffany has falling head over heels for this man. Like, she is gone about him. Like how Geneva is gone, baby. She gone. So whatever Javon got, it's good. Whatever it is good, baby, because the girls is falling for him real bad, okay? So speaking of Geneva, she pulled up to Tiffany's house to see if, Javon's car was parked in a driveway, and Rashida caught her because she was, at Tiffany's place too, trying to talk to her about Javon and telling her, like, to slow down or whatnot. But my thing is, if Rashida isn't going to really, spill the beans to Tiffany about Javon and Geneva, then she just needs to let things go and let things be, because you can't just randomly come to your friend and tell her a man isn't good for her, but with no reason, no receipts, like nothing. That will seem like very off-putting, especially when the man hasn't shown any weird or any weird signs. So if you're going to come to her, spill everything. And that's just how I feel about it. But Rashida would not do that, being a passive wife and all that stuff, and being, gracious and cautious to other people. Rashida is not going to do that. So she just need to let it be, or continue forcing, Geneva to do what's right and tell Tiffany, because she is the damaged key to all the mess right now. Javon doesn't owe anyone loyalty, because he's the man in this, and men don't owe no loyalty, and that's her friend and X, Y, and Z. So I'm not expecting nothing from Javon. It's Geneva. I'm expecting all the right things from Geneva, because that is your friend. Y'all been friends for years. Okay? Now, speaking of Geneva ass, y'all gotta know this. But I just don't like her. I just don't like her. She just continue to piss me off. But anyways, y'all know she had the nerves to tell Rashida that Javon is her soulmate. Rashida caught her pulling up to the driveway, told her to pull over. Rashida got in her car. They talking, having a conversation, and she tells Rashida that Javon is her soulmate. I'm like, huh? Are you serious? Can't be. I don't think it's serious. Like, are we living in a blip or something? Because what? This man is literally sleeping with one of your best friends, knowing that you and him have a child together, and knows he wants to be with you, yet he's playing these slime ball games with you through your friend, and you think he's your soulmate? Yeah, nah. Judge, lock her up. Lock her up to the nearest psych ward immediately, because clearly her mind is gone. It's out of here. So lock her up, Judge. Because what? But anyways, she lies to Rashida, acting like, she was about to go home. But Rashida knew she was lying and told her she's being a creep. Which she was. So finally, Javon comes out of Tiffany's place, and Geneva, makes him pull over. And she gets in his car and starts going in on him. And man, when I say I am pissed watching all of this play out, I just want to knock both of them out. Both of them. Just two nasty beans. Both of them. Nasty. So they both are going at it with each other. She's telling him he needs to stop. Him telling her he don't want her no more because he is digging Tiffany and she needs to go home to her husband. She weeping and stressed the hell out, knowing that she ain't got no damn husband anymore at this point. But she still can't tell Javon because she still feels like she has to, have one up on him. Man, it got so intense with them. And while they doing all this yelling in the car, the windows are down. And I'm just shocked that no one in the neighborhood heard them and called the police. Because at this point, it's too late to be hearing a lover's quarrel outside my house. Hell, all this hooting and hollering y'all doing, go away. Police, come get them, please. Thank you. So for a second, they got calm, and Javon told Geneva to leave William and he will leave Tiffany and they could raise their child together. And she was still beating around the bush. But at this point, I am so confused because you already told your husband. So why is it so hard for you to tell your so-called soulmate you want to be with him? Like, what is this about? What is these games y'all playing? Y'all too grown for this. Like, we don't have time for this, for real. And then it hit me. She can't do that because she knows it's wrong. Point blank, period. Geneva knows being with that man is not the happy ending. She is trying to convince us and convince herself it is. So then she, slapped the hell out of Javon and left him to go home. But little do she know, William is at home, getting him some nookie, some cooking nookie from the hooker. But baby, listen, William is so far gone at this point, he doesn't care about nothing because he ended up giving the hooker $2,500 and he's sleeping with her while Anika is upstairs. The baby girl is upstairs, y'all. So yeah, he really just do not care. He is really in a I do not give a mode for sure. But baby, things went down when Geneva walked in the house and ran a full flat, jumping across the living room couch like it was a track hurdle to, bashing the hooker's head while William laughed at the fact she saw what just happened. I can't lie, that scene tickled me so bad, and I cannot wait for the next episode. I just know it's about to go down because Geneva is pissed. She can't be with the man of her dreams, her soulmate, so she's about to take it out on this poor hooker girl, making it seem like she cares for William in their relationship, and that's just in that, William is disrespecting her. When we all know she don't care that much. She just, needs to release her anger. I don't know. It's a lot going on and it's a whole lot of mess and I love it and I'm going to tune in every time. But that's it for my recap of this episode 14. You already know what to do. Like this video and show your girl some love. Comment your thoughts and let's discuss your thoughts on Divorced Sistas. And last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the queen, baby. Bye.